Hello, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to jump on and do a little introductory video to just introduce myself and talk about why I have decided to start a YouTube channel and the kind of stuff that I want to be able to share and um, connect with people on. So, I'm Amber. I'm a 28-year-old mum of one and a bit. So we've got I think about 15 days until my due date with our second little boy. So I have a 4-year-old boy at home, Tommy, and he's just a complete little bundle of energy. He just keeps us completely on our toes. And just an amazing, smart little boy. This will be my first baby with my partner, Ken. He came into our lives about 3 years ago, and since we've been together, he's just been the most amazing stepdad to Tommy. And especially during this pregnancy too, he is taking him out all the time so I can get a bit of rest because I'm just kind of waddling around at this stage and teaching him how to skate, he's fishing. Really lucky that him and Tommy's dad have a good relationship as well, so they can all kind of go and hang out and fish and do all that kind of boy stuff while mama gets a bit of a break. Um, so the main reason that I wanted to start a YouTube channel was just because I thought that there was a bit of a void in the market for some of the stuff that I find particularly interesting, and I really wanted to just share for the people like me that just like seeing this kind of really raw, vulnerable content. I know that I'm always searching for this kind of thing. I have a couple of YouTubers that I just absolutely love, but I'd love to see a little bit more vulnerability when it comes to some of the certain things that I'm interested in. So, first of all, I have been studying a nutrition degree for the last like 8 years of my life because I started before I had Tommy, and I've just had so many little life changing moments since then that I've had to pause and rewind and learn about the credit system between different universities and how that doesn't line up sometimes, and kind of start again from the beginning. But I always knew that this was something that is my calling, so I've always kind of just kept rolling on with it. So I am doing 1 unit at the moment while I'm pregnant and about to have Bub. And then I will have one more semester after that, which is amazing. And that's going to be doing 2 units. So that's going to be a little bit challenging with a newborn, but I've got so much support from Ken. I mean, I've done 2 full-time semesters since being pregnant, and passed them all, which is just incredible. Thanks to Ken helping me with so many of my assignments and trying to understand the content and stuff like that. So, one of the main things that I wanted to get into nutrition for was because I think, like many adolescent girls, I went through a big stage of binge eating and a bit of body dysmorphia and some eating disorders and just a lot of self-sabotaging type behavior around my body. And the main thing that I came to notice, rather than anything about how I look and trying to change my physical appearance, was how I felt. So when I would get onto these tangents that were really spiraling and negative and self-defeating, I'd notice that my mental health would take a massive decline as well, and it really would get to the point that the point of no return, that I was in a really bad state. I was put onto like two handfuls of different antidepressants to try out, lots of different natural remedies. And I remember going through a big stage, which at the time, the purpose of that for me was to look a certain way and to lose weight and to have the nice kind of athletic, thin, physical physique. But the thing that I really noticed when I actually was putting in a lot of time exercising and eating well is that my mental health got so much better. But in saying that, I also fell into a bit of a spiral that was obsessive. So I was obsessively eating, counting my macros, obsessively exercising, and that was slightly taking away from that good mental health that I had gotten to because I was just depriving myself of a lot of enjoyment in life by obsessing over being being like insanely healthy and I don't agree that that is healthy. I think that there's a certain balance that you need to be able to achieve where you are still you're being conscious about what you put in your body and how you move your body, but you're still enjoying and not having to deprive yourself and not isolating yourself from certain social situations and stuff like that. So I've had a huge yo-yo experience with that, and mental health is just my absolute favorite topic to jump into because I find it so interesting, and it's amazed me at how my mind can go to so many different places depending on whether I've meditated at all, whether I'm drinking enough water, whether I've been eating well, especially whether I've been going on social media too much, who I've been spending my time with, what I've been spending my time doing, and just so many factors that all interrelate. Another big thing that I want to carry through this YouTube channel with my journey is my personality type, which is, I'm not sure if anyone has heard of the Myers-Briggs personality test, which is slightly like the Enneagram, if you've heard of that one. And I've had a couple of different results come up with the Enneagram, which they were pretty relevant to who I am. But when I came across the Myers-Briggs, it was a completely different kind of realization. So I got the INFJ personality type on there, and I did it a few times just to make sure that I wasn't, because I'm a massive people pleaser. So there was that factor that I knew that I could have been going on and saying what I thought the test wanted me to say, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I'd go on again in a different kind of mind frame, trying to be more honest and just a bit more realistic, and got it about 3 or 4 times. So I'm pretty certain that that is my personality type. Since then, I've found a couple of groups on Facebook and Reddit based around that personality type, and was amazed to see people saying things that I don't think I've ever said before, but I absolutely live. So it was pretty much describing parts of me that they shocked me because I was like, wow, that's me. And I actually have never delved into that and realized that. And I did find a YouTuber called Katie Marie as well, who does videos on the INFJ personality type. And that pretty much just led me to wanting to start my own channel because I know that it is a very hard to understand personality type, and I thought the more recognition we can give it, the better. And coming with that as well, I know it would be a little bit hard to be able to do this channel because a lot of my big traits are people pleasing, perfectionism, massive social anxiety. So my social anxiety is one of the probably forefront traits that I have, which I work on daily and have tried to work on with a psychologist. And yeah, and that I love learning about, because I feel like the more light that I can shed on it, the less of a burden it becomes on my life, and the more that I feel like I can actually overcome it. And even just talking in this video is a really empowering feeling. And yeah, so I just thought I'd introduce myself, and hopefully I'm going to post a fair bit more content, especially coming into the birth of our second little boy, and just family life, nutrition, mental health, and just being real, raw, and vulnerable. Awesome. Lovely to meet you all. Bye.